Oh, you're back. What's up, y'all? What's going on? How'd you like the other two videos? How you liking this? How you liking this so far? Does this make sense to you? Is it like, I don't know. Yep. So y'all tell about the title, right? Accountability. We gotta talk about this because this is the number one problem, okay? Besides the patience. Because actions speak louder than words. That's one thing, you got to grow as a person. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have to tackle that mind. But accountability, oh my goodness, like, do you have it? Because a lot of people don't, and I noticed that, and I just be like, wow, you just making excuses for the bull crap that you doing, and on top of that, you want somebody to co-sign this BS. And a lot of people do, because a lot of people believe in it. And they think it's okay. And they want to make excuses of the reasons why they doing something. Like, okay, y'all want an example, right? Because y'all like, what you talking about? It's so many different things I could talk about. I could be on this title for 24 hours and I still wouldn't be able to get everything out that I'd be thinking about how accountability is. And trust and believe, yes, I always pray and I go to God because I need him to show me because, all right. Let's see. I'm gonna even, I like to use me. I don't want to use nobody else. I know about my incidents. Let me tell you, all right. Accountability, right? There's different levels. So a lot of people will compare themselves and be like, no, I admit when I'm wrong. You admit the ones that you want to admit that you're wrong too. Let me tell you why. A lot of people do not like to hear that they did something to someone or they didn't do something. We do not want to hear that. We already feel like we got the weight of the world on our shoulders. We already feel like we dealing with so much. We already feel like, oh, I'm always trying to be here for somebody, trying to be like God, because you don't get it. You stressing yourself because you can't even be there for yourself. But that's another video. Y'all already feeling like this. This is how humans is. We already feel like that. So now if I'm, feeling like this and I'm reevaluating my life and I'm already in the mindset of I can't do nothing right, or the enemy trying to, talk to me about that. Now when somebody addresses the problem, especially if their tone is off, honey, we love to make sure somebody's tone is off. Like, you ain't do it that way. Now, if you would have came to me and said, like, ain't that the favorite thing we always do? I'm just saying that because I had got some feedback a couple of years ago. And, I was like, I'm listening to it. I wasn't looking at it. I'm listening to it. And I'm like, there's some things like, I do feel like I could be a little bit more on my emails, respond to that. I do feel like I could do this. But there was a lot of things where I was like, hold up, wait a minute. You not even doing that. So how you gonna pull? We love to do that. We love to, hey, you don't do that. How you gonna call me out on that? And you don't do that. At that moment, I didn't understand that until later on when I calmed down and God started to talk to me. God said, why are you so worried about what everybody else doing? Why are you always comparing yourself to somebody else? That's your problem. You don't even see that everything right now that's going on in your life is designed strategically to improve you, to make you a better version of you. But you feel like it's an attack. It's not an attack. It's an education series of things that's going to help you evolve you to get you to the next level. Everything that you've been asking for, I've heard you. I believe it. But I need to change your heart posture and I need to change the way you think. Because the way you think is selfish. You only think for yourself. And in order for you to be the best woman that you want to be and the best version that you see yourself and that mother and that wife that you've been asking me for, I have to allow these things to happen because that's the only way you're going to learn if you choose to. See, a lot of times we don't realize, we keep saying, well, I don't know everything. And, I do need to learn this and learn that. But when the situation presents itself, you trying to pray it away. You trying to get rid of it. Oh, because you didn't like what she said to you. Oh, it hurt. It's because that's something deep down rooted from when you was a child that you haven't gave to God. So when they say it hurts you, because you haven't healed from it, you haven't moved past it, you haven't moved forward. You know what I'm saying? It's like insecurity. If somebody has not realized, okay, I got a big nose, but God loves me, He created me like that. Now somebody talking about my nose, I'm gonna get mad. Oh, I'm not cute, I'm not pretty, blah, blah. That's the immature part. You know what I'm saying? But when you start to walk with God and you start to really know who you are and realize, okay, all right, you know what? God got my back. He working with me. You know what I'm saying? He's working with me. He's working with me. People don't understand that. He's working with you. But everything that comes into your life ain't going to be peaches and cream. It's not going to be easy. It wasn't never meant to. Because there's some things that need to be broken off in you that can't go to the next season in your life. That right now in this season needs to be broken off of you. You ask for it. But then when it happens, oh my God, it's the end of the world. No, it's not, baby. It's a new beginning. It's a new season. It's a new challenge. You got to be able to understand that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying in this season it's going to be so, okay, all right. But no, you're going to get to a point where it becomes too comfortable. And then God going to get you ready for the next season. And then it's going to be another thing. So if you don't get your mindset right, if you don't give things to God right now, in this instance, you know what I'm saying? This accountability and these things, being honest with yourself, being okay with who you are right now in this season, you're not going to like who you are in the next season. Every season is going to feel like it's getting worse when it's really getting better. You got to be able to open your eyes. See, if your eyes keep saying that it's nothing but negative, that's all you're going to see. You're going to be able to pull out everything that's negative. But once you start to realize what is positive and how it's positively affecting your life and what are the good things about it, that's when your mindset starts to change. And that's when everything around you starts to change. Accountability. Have that. Be honest with yourself. You are not perfect. You will never be perfect. And that is okay. But the feedback that you're going to get, you may not like. And don't get me wrong, because let me just make this clear. You got to make sure that you got God in there, because there's going to be some feedback in there that came from jealous, envious people. Okay? You're going to have to know enough about yourself with God that some of this stuff is just, oh, you jealous. Oh, you mad. You angry. You angry because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But if you don't have that relationship with God, and when I say relationship, because a lot of people I got to keep bringing it up. A lot of people say that they have God, but it's not I don't see no fruits. God says judge by the fruit. I don't see the fruit in your life. And He ain't talking about getting houses and stuff like that. He's talking about how patient you are in that relationship, how understanding you are in that relationship, how you talk to them, how you treat them. Are you judgmental? Are you talking bad about them? And these are things that I always have to keep working on. Don't get me wrong. Because when I get mad, I can be just like everybody else. But I have to get on my knees and I have to surrender to God. Because I have to realize that's not right. Because, I could talk about people. That's what we do. We do that all the time. We talk about what's wrong with somebody. How about we start enlightening what's right about them? You know what I asked God last night? Y'all, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be fully transparent with y'all. Y'all already know how we get there. I got on my knees and I said, God, I'm still selfish in certain ways. And I know I am. I need you to open my heart. I need you to highlight these things in my heart. Because I know I'm not as selfish as I was before. But I know I still got some stuff in me that's still selfish, because in a moment instance, I know I'm human. I know that a lot of times I'm going to always kind of like think about me. But there's some things that I know I could be doing a lot more of. And that's me having my accountability and ownership. I have to realize that as much as I could do for people, it don't matter. I can still do more. And when I say more, I mean not from my own understanding, not from my own heart. I'm talking about I could do more the way God sees it, the way the Holy Spirit sees it, the way Jesus has already named it. Okay? I just want to wrap something up real quick. Oh, I also wanted to tell y'all too, because I also told him, I ain't gonna say nothing, no names or nothing like that. But I said, okay, look, I want to know why I'm so when it comes something. I have to be honest with y'all. This is the accountability and ownership part. When you are irritated by something or someone, a lot of times it got something to do with what's inside you. Why does this person have that type of hold or energy over you? Is it your control? Is it your thought process? Is your, you know what I'm saying? So I asked God to enlighten me because I want to know why I still feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? From a it could, person or a specific thing. Why does this have some type of control of me? Please show me what's inside me to be so irritable towards this thing. And I'm gonna sit here and patiently wait until God reveals it to me because I know He will. He always does. And the thing about it is that I wanted to mention in so many other videos. Let me tell you something. This is how you know that God is speaking to you. Be careful who you go to and talk to. Everybody's not always connected like they say they are. Everybody is not who they say they are. You will be able to see it in their fruits, how they present themselves, how they carry themselves, the way they talk. You know what I'm saying? Not what they say they do. As well as when you ask God for something, and it's, you're internally, you're thinking, you're praying, you're on your hands and your knees, you're praying. It's something that He does, which is so amazing. And I get excited every time He does. After I do that, He sends people to me that confirm the things that we were talking about. That's all you need. You don't need to go to people.